This is Eric Chappell, Civil Community Evangelist for Autodesk, and I want to talk to you today about what's new in InfraWorks. We're going to break down our discussion for today into several areas. First, we'll look at tools that improve performance, then smarter road design, a look at more detailed quantities, custom bridge components, and then finally, we'll have a quick discussion about a name change for InfraWorks. Let's take a look at tools that improve performance. As always, InfraWorks provides a beautiful, immersive environment to work in. But sometimes you want things to be more simple and to perform very quickly. To satisfy that need, we've added the capability to turn off realistic trees in your views. If I switch to Engineering View, you can see that the display of the trees has changed dramatically. It's a much simpler representation, and it's got some transparency so that the objects behind the trees aren't as obscured as they are with the realistic style of trees. The simplified style for the trees allows the model to perform more quickly while still providing a representation of the trees in the model. And at any time I can switch back to a different view to see the trees in their realistic form. Controlling this capability is a simple setting within the view where I can enable or disable realistic trees. Why is this new capability important? It gives you options so that you can balance between performance and realism or switch between the two at any time you need. Another improvement you'll find in this release of InfraWorks is an overall improvement and enhancement of annotation visibility and performance. You'll notice that when you click on objects to display their labels, that they behave more smoothly, that they appear and disappear smoothly as you zoom in and out, that there are fewer instances where they overlap one another or obscure each other. And you'll find that the style of the annotations is more readable and clear than ever before. There are many different ways to annotate your model as you work in InfraWorks. And the new style and behavior and performance of these annotations is going to make working in your models even easier than before. Why is this improvement important? It makes it easier for you to get information from your model as you work. In this new release of InfraWorks, you'll find it easier than ever to work with grading zones. With a simple right-click, I can split grading to create a new grading zone, and then apply a new slope or material to this graded area. The new gizmo makes it easier than ever to make modifications to the locations where the grading zones change. And as before, I can add transitions to smooth out the change in grade from one grading zone to the next. The gizmos associated with the transition and with the boundary between the grading zones themselves are easy to see and manipulate, making it easier for me to design the roadside grading that I need. Why is this improvement important? It makes a fundamental design task easier and more efficient. Now let's take a look at how road design has gotten smarter in InfraWorks. Component road annotations in InfraWorks now include fixed station labels at even increments, as well as labels indicating the location of key geometric points. These labels are also controlled by how I'm viewing the model. As I zoom out, the fixed station labels begin to disappear, and as I zoom in, they reappear. Also, when I look at the road from an inclined angle, they disappear, whereas a more top-down view causes the fixed station labels to appear once again. And remember that you can control the visibility of all of the road annotations by simply changing the Show Road Geometry setting. Why is this new capability important? It allows you to see more information about your road design to make important decisions more quickly and efficiently. With InfraWorks, it's now even easier to convert a design road to a component road. On the right-click menu, I now have an automatic option, which will read the style currently assigned to the design-based road and transform it into a matching component-based road. The newly converted road looks almost identical to the original, but now it's made up of individual components instead of a single style as it was before. The manual option is still available if you want to be able to control which assembly style is applied when you convert your style-based road to a component road. Why is this new capability so important? It provides a quicker path for you to get into the detailed road design that the component road functionality provides. InfraWorks will provide immediate feedback when you make a design decision that doesn't comply with your design standards. Watch what happens when I change the radius of this curve to something that doesn't meet design standards. In the model, the curve changes from green to yellow, indicating that there's an issue with the design. And when I click the centerline geometry, I see in the contextual stack a yellow highlighted area. I can hover over this area to show a tooltip which provides more information about the design and how I'm violating the design standards. Why is this capability important? I'm given the information I need to catch issues and make important design decisions efficiently. Now let's take a look at more detailed road quantities. InfraWorks now supports detailed material quantities in addition to the earthwork quantities that it has supported in previous releases. Notice how I can get information on individual bridge components, road components, and even roadside items like rails, streetlights, and signs. I can even customize how the information is reported. For example, I'll suppress the reporting of the guardrail in this case, and we can see that it's excluded from the report. I can even take this information and send it out as a CSV file, which I can then view in my favorite spreadsheet program. Here you can see that the guardrail is excluded from the exported report, just as it was excluded from the on-screen report. Why are these new capabilities important? They allow you to determine project quantities and cost more accurately. Now let's see how InfraWorks lets you create and manage your own custom bridge components. With InfraWorks, you can now create custom parametric bridge components in Inventor and use those components as part of the bridge design in your InfraWorks model. Using tools that you're already familiar with, you can add and configure those custom parametric parts to libraries in your InfraWorks model. Once a component has become part of a library in your model, it's easy to apply it to the bridge where you need it. Then, using tools already in place in InfraWorks, you can duplicate that custom parametric part at multiple locations in the bridge model. Why is this new capability important? It allows you to expand your design capabilities to meet more design needs. So now let's talk about the slight name change that you'll see in InfraWorks with this new release. We're simply removing the 360 from the name. So what you've come to know as InfraWorks 360 will simply become InfraWorks. This in no way reflects a reduction in functionality or the cloud capabilities of the product. It's just a simplification of the name. So from now on, instead of calling it InfraWorks 360, you can simply call it Autodesk InfraWorks. So now that you're excited to get your hands on the latest features in this new release of InfraWorks, how do you get it? Just like before, you can look to your Autodesk desktop app to notify you that there's an update available for your InfraWorks software. Or, if you can't wait, you can go to manage.autodesk.com, log in with your credentials, look for the update, and download it from the site. If you're not currently an InfraWorks customer, you can also download the latest version as a free trial. Simply go to autodesk.com/InfraWorks and follow the prompts to download the free trial. However you do it, make sure you get the latest release of InfraWorks so that you can take advantage of all the exciting new features available in this new release. Once again, this is Eric Chappell, Civil Community Evangelist for Autodesk. Thanks for watching.